Welcome back to Moose on the Loose. My name's David, and today's top stories, we've got Stephen Guilbeault caught lying on Twitter. As I explore through it, something funny is going on here. I got a couple new segments I want to try out here, as well as an analysis of Christia Freeland. She is acting very weird. We've got a couple other things on X, so let's jump into this. First off, we got a video here from this guy, and so to break this down, this guy found this post by Stephen Guilbeault and started to rip it apart and find out if what he was saying here was true. And this just keeps escalating. Let's check it out.
Guilbeault's at it again, here he is making a tweet about this report showing how the pollution pricing works is a key part of our climate. Pierre Poilievre has no...
So this report shows pollution pricing works and is a key part of our plan to meet our climate goals. Pierre Poilievre offers no solutions and lies to Canadians. He would cut the Canada carbon rebates helping Canadians and instead help his friends in big industry to pollute freely.
Lies to Canadians. This is the report he's talking about here. Climate Change Institute says new research, carbon pricing is the single biggest driver. What? Let's check that out. Here's the climateinstitute.ca. This is their report. Lo and behold, industrial carbon pricing, the top driver of emissions reductions. New analyst shows between now and 2030, industrial carbon pricing will do more than any other policy. That's a bold statement. Wonder who these guys are. I was in a bit of a hurry, so I cheated and I used Gemini. So it wasn't even a Google search, I just used Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Oh, hey, how can I help you? There's a website I'd like to look into, climateinstitute.ca.
He goes through and uses Google Gemini to figure out who climateinstitute.ca is. We're going to do this here together. So I just asked here, I'm looking for some info on the website climateinstitute.ca. That's the one who had that article that Stephen Guilbeault is linking to, as you know, he's leaning on that as the proof that he needs. And this thing came back. It said it's a website focused on climate change policy research in Canada. Here's a summary. Here's the climate change impacts, solutions, policy, French version. And I said, are they publicly funded or privately? The Canadian Climate Institute has a mixed funding model, receiving contributions from both public and private sources. The public funding, they get financial support through a multi-year agreement with Environment and Climate Change Canada. So I go down here, I said, give me some more information on Environment and Climate Change Canada. Environment and Climate Change Canada is a department of the Canadian government responsible for a wide range of environmental issues. Here's a breakdown of its key areas of focus. And you go through all these, and once you get down to leadership, the current Minister of Environment and Climate Change is Stephen Guilbeault. Stephen Guilbeault paid for a climate change article and then linked to it as the proof that he needs. Like, this is just getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
Do you have any more details about Environment and Climate Change Canada? Structure, led by Minister of Environment and Climate Change, currently Stephen Guilbeault. What? You mean the foundation that he's in charge of gave a favorable report on the policies he put in place? I'm shocked. Are you shocked? I'm shocked.
This is our environment minister. He wants us to believe in what he's talking about with climate change, and these snakes are just, they're so bad. What's interesting too is I use this one, Hey Pi, which is another one of these AIs. Like, I asked a whole bunch of questions here, and it says, oh, I'm not aware of Stephen Guilbeault giving funding. Like, it seems this one is kind of woke. Like, it doesn't, it'll say Stephen Guilbeault is involved in climate related issues, but it doesn't want to say if he's involved or not. A simple Google search will lead you right to an article here where it, right on the Climate Institute website, which you can see right there, climateinstitute.ca at the top. And right here in this article, if we select this, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Natural Resources Minister Jonathan Wilkinson, Environment and Climate Change Minister Stephen Guilbeault. These were in October. We teamed up with Net Zero Advisory Board to co-host our first in-person national conference. So yes, they're heavily funded by the government, and they're doing their bidding. And even if we look here on the government's website, government commits $12.5 million to new collaboration with philanthropic organizations to support environmental literacy projects. La 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 la. And even if we go on the Climate Institute's website, you know, Stephen Guilbeault right here. And if we go here, our supporters and funders, Environment Climate Change Canada. They're funded by Guilbeault. So that puts that baby to bed. Guilbeault is just a big liar, and it's just sad. Like, just do real honest research. If you can't do honest research, then it's a big smoking gun, man. Next up, we got multiple clips here of Christia Freeland. She is just absolutely whacked out. You put in the comments down below what you think's going on with her. Just watch her here. We're gonna actually turn off the audio so we don't have to listen to her or any of these people. But this is a thing that was just released today, and it's another one of these stupid press conferences. Just look at her. So she's looking around. Oh yeah, let's just wave to someone. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, just shrug their shoulders, looking over there. Yeah, if you just look at her, she's fidgety. There, we make it widescreen. We can see her fully fidgety. She's her hands there. She's pulling the ring. She's grabbing there. She's twitching. Like, what? She can't sit still. Look at this. Just so fidgety. Like, everyone else is stiff as a board, and she can't. Look at what is going on here. She's got all her den of thieves here. They look like they're all fresh out of like the getaway car. Like, what is going on here? If we look at this clip, she's equally as squirrely nutty here. We'll just turn that off. We don't want to listen to them. But just look at her here. She's just twitchy and like, what is wrong with this lady? And the clip is short, but yeah, Trudeau, the way he's holding his hands here, this is not a powerful, confident man. This is someone who's nervous. That's what that is right there. And she is just completely whacked out. On the next new segment here, I'm dubbing Crumbling Canadian Real Estate versus Elegant European Castles. We have got, look at this beauty. Located in Timbuk Nowhere, Burnaby. Beautiful. Look at it. I love it. You got a nice fence being held up by a single board. This one too. It's nice that they include those boards to hold up the rotten old fence. Beautiful. There's just so much privacy here. So much privacy. Look at this. This is, when I'm looking for a kitchen, I love to have a nice step that I can trip on. Completely updated kitchen. Comes with wall stains and a dirty door handle, which I'm always looking for. Got a nice washer here. It's good to have one new and everything else old. It's a good combination. I love these side fractures in the drywall. Definitely not a sign of the foundation cracking and splitting. No, definitely not at all. Especially what's going on down here. That's a beautiful fireplace, and I love the jade green down there. It's just so elegant. This is perfect. Having no closet space, so just putting one of these hideous things right in front of the window to block what little sunlight you have, that is the perfect solution. I love the old nasty marble here, and this comes with crust. Crust is included both on the top here and on the ground, on the tiles. Tile crust included. Oh, that's a beautiful kitchen. That's really getting the job done. Yep, nice angle. Oh, I love it when you got the exposed wood. There we go, nice veranda. I'm sure your feet would not just go straight through that if you stepped on it. I love the olive green. Comes with crust. More crust. Oh, perfect. If this didn't have a shower curtain, I'd be out. I would not be buying this property. Crusty old toilet. We got a nice brown stain down here. And what's going on there? We don't know. And finally, nice stained glass window and a single little... What is this? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What would you price this at? Well, spoiler alert, it's $1.55 million. Now, if you want to save a bit of money and you want to live in a European castle, we've got this one. This is an absolute steal at just 799,000 euros. You'll save a couple $100,000 and you'll get your own private pool. Beautiful stonework. Look at this. Look at this. Exposed beams. What's not to like here? Save a couple $100,000, move into a European castle, no problem. If this kind of European castle in France is not your thing, we've got this one here at nearly the same price as the Vancouver house. This is, I kid you not, Italy. This is an entire castle in Italy. This is a 25-room castle. What does it say down here? 25 rooms, 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. Year of construction, 1400. This castle comes from the year 1400. Beautiful exposed beams. Look at this. You got a nice wine cellar. Oh, geez. You get quite literally the entire castle for the same price as this pile of junk in Vancouver. Let me know in the comments down below. What are you going for? The pile of junk or the Spanish castle or the French castle? So next up in this video, Christy Freeland, we're not going to listen to very much of it because I know you can't handle her, I can't handle her, but she says one thing in here that is very, very important she has never mentioned before. So she steps up to the podium here and immediately she basically tells people she doesn't want to be there.
And you can also ask my colleagues who are here questions too. I don't want to be greedy.
That's fine. Partly Kivas, CBC. What do you say to the various premiers as well as majority of Canadians, according to a poll, who don't want to see the carbon tax increase on April 1st?
Yeah, thank you for the question. And here's what I'd like to say. I think we all agree that pollution is expensive and polluting shouldn't be free. I think it's also really, really important to underline the facts. And the facts are that 8 out of 10 families in provinces that have a backstop on.
So she's going to do the same thing they all say. 8 out of 10 families get more money back, blah, blah, blah. She gives an example about New Brunswick getting $1,200. That's not what we're talking about here. It's what she says after that.
And the final thing I want to say about a price on pollution is, this is about doing the right thing for the environment, for sure. But having a climate plan is also essential in 2024 to having an economic plan. The only way that Canada can build an economy with good jobs is if one of its foundations is a strong environmental plan. If we don't have an environmental plan, people are just not going to buy the stuff that we build and sell them. So we need to recognize that it is not an option to not have an environmental plan. And one of the things that is really, really a threat for Canada is we have the Conservatives out there criticizing the price on pollution without offering any climate plan of their own.
So she goes on and she mentions this again in about 4 minutes.
Other countries simply will not buy what we produce unless we are producing it with clean energy, unless we are producing the things we export, the things that we have really, really good jobs producing and selling to the world as part of a comprehensive economic and environmental strategy.
She just laughed mid-sentence there like she wasn't buying the own crap that was coming out of her own mouth.
Good jobs producing, really, really good jobs producing and selling.
Right there. Yeah, she doesn't buy the crap she's saying. Can you believe this? She's saying that we won't be able to sell anything in Canada if we don't have an environmental plan with green, clean energy. Yet it's okay for us to buy tomatoes from Mexico that have no environmental plan. Like, is she serious? No one's going to buy anything from Canada unless it's like eco-green. Like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. The world will not go around. We're going to stop all trade. No more avocados from Mexico. We're not going to buy any sort of metals or raw materials from any other country because they're not all eco-green, carbon neutral. This is so ridiculous. It's terrifying that this is the crap coming out of the finance minister, the deputy prime minister of Canada. One other thing she notes in her speech earlier, which I want to expose here.
I do want to make a note of some really good economic news we had for Canada this morning. So we got some GDP numbers about the economic growth of our country. And we're off to a really strong start in 2024.
No, we're not.
Real GDP grew 0.6% in January. That blew past market forecasts, which were forecasting a strong number, but it's even stronger. And the early estimates for the first quarter of this year are that our economy will grow at an annualized rate of 3.5%. That's a big deal in the first quarter.
Yeah, so we're going to look at what she just said there. Here's a chart of Canada's January GDP report, which is almost entirely driven by the public sector, which is here, government jobs. And as they state, you need 4 private sector jobs to pay for 1 government sector job. These are all crappy government low-paying jobs, and they just have a whole bunch of them to prop up the numbers. And if we look at this graph, you can see here, so when Harper was in power, it was right here, this section, this flat section. He didn't make it go up or down, it was basically flat. But as soon as Trudeau takes power, and this is only 2021, so it dives off the cliff here, and this goes up for 2022 and 2023. They're adding a bunch of bloated government jobs, and we're losing private sector jobs. Canada is hurting bad. Once again, more lies from both Christia Freeland and Guilbeault. And to finish up this video here, we're going to jump over to my group here. We've got, yeah, people sharing the Twitchy McTwitchy here, thinking to himself, oh no. Here she comes walking down the street. I'm not even touching this. You can Google what's going on with this guy. I don't even want to say his name. You got to have Mark Miller in there, and Sean Fraser, and Wilkinson. All 3 of them need to be in there. I divorced Justin because he was too... I'd say that. There's some spicy things in there. It's funny though. So thanks for watching the end of the video here. I greatly appreciate everyone stopping by here. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications. You go check out my second channel. I got that one rolling now with different, more localized, a little bit just different content going on over there. And partially I'm running that just because I'm absolutely neurologic after having my 8-year YouTube channel that I built just randomly deleted because it was hacked. So having a second one does a lot for me neurologically. So, but it also allows me to test out some new kind of content over there too. Until the next episode, I hope you guys have a great day.